what happened with Calipari, because he makes the playoffs
Yeah.
in his second year, gets swept by the Bulls, no shame there. But like, it seemed at that point that the team was heading in the right direction, and then what was it, 20 games into his third season, he gets fired.
Lockout. That's what happened. We had the lockout of 98 that went into right until January, turns into a 50-game season. We had a little bit of a splintered locker room at the time too. We had a lot of veterans. We had Jason Williams, we had Kendall Gill, and then we had certainly Sam, as you mentioned, Cassell. And then we had a group of young players in Kerry Kittles and Kerry Kittles and Keith Van Horn. And as you said, we lose to Chicago. We have the lockout. We come back in January. Sam gets hurt, sprains his ankle. We get off to a 3-17 start. We trade for Stephon Marbury, and then Calipari gets fired in Miami. The funny story with that is that we go to Toronto, and Tony Robbins, the motivational speaker, speaking to our team. Like, he had been hired to come and do it. And he opens up his talk and he's like, guys, I'm really sorry your coach got fired. And everyone's looking at each other like, what? What just, like, nobody knew, because back in 99, nobody was, Twitter wasn't around.
Right.
To make news like that. That's how our players found out, is by Tony Robbins breaking the news to them.
That's wild. Did Calipari have a personality that could work in the NBA? Like, do you think he could come back now and be a successful NBA head coach? And are you maybe surprised that he never did try again?
I'm surprised he never has, because I know, at least talking with him after that, and at least talking with him in the prior years, that's something that always bothered him.
Yeah.
That he didn't leave on his terms. That he was fired, and that certainly probably the same you could probably say about Rick Pitino in Boston, how it ended with Rick there, and that was a big trend as far as college coaches coming into the NBA. And I think where Cal's personality is, certainly there was a pipeline, whether it be at Memphis and at Kentucky, and I'm sure there'll be another pipeline at Arkansas, of him with his relationships with players. I think he's mellowed to a point where I do think him coming, if he ever wanted to do it and come back to the NBA. Same with Rick Pitino. I think it could. I think things have certainly changed a lot than when he was here in New Jersey in 96 and 97.